You still have control.
No, you tell me when you want to take control. You tell me when you want to take control.
Ever? Do I have to?
Yes. Because I say so. Bear in mind, you're going to have to work with what you've got, normally. What do you need?
That's what I'll make use of what I've got.
Ever since I was a kid, I had a dream of becoming a pilot, but could never afford it. One day I decided to stop making excuses, to sacrifice my comfort, to make my dream happen. My name is D, and this is my journey. This is Future Pilot 901. I absolutely love Weald Airfield. It's an amazing airfield to fly from. There's always something to see, and it's not uncommon to spot really cool aircrafts like the Spitfire, Jet Provost, and even the Douglas DC-3. I probably wouldn't even know what the DC-3 was if it wasn't for a really cool TV show from years back called Pilots NWT.
You know, I love the fire up in the morning, bang, bang, bang. It's just cool, you know what I mean?
If you've never seen it before, be sure to check it out. Anyways, back to my flying lessons. About 20 hours in, and it was time to learn how to do diversions in the air. Why, I hear you ask? Well, there are multiple reasons to divert, including poor weather, airport closures, a problem with the plane, or maybe you simply changed your mind. Given that I would soon be doing my solo navigation flight, it was important for me to be ready for that eventuality, to be ready to execute a diversion.
Okay, so I'll show you how I planned the diversion myself, and then you'll do the same thing, okay?
Oh, lovely.
The first diversion I will plan will be to Brentwood, a nice quick one, yeah, for myself. So, my controls.
Your controls.
Now, we're still at Ongar, so I want to make sure that as I'm planning the route, I'm holding over the point that I know. So identify the point and hold over that point, because then if you lose sight of where you are, you can't really plan the diversion. So, so get your chart, get the ruler out so you can draw the line. Still at Ongar, right, so do one thing at a time and look back outside. So the aircraft is trimmed, so I'm going to draw the line between Chipping Ongar and Brentwood, I said, yes? Alright, next thing I'll do will be to get the distance. 7, 9, 8, 7, 6 miles, about 6 miles, so... Next, I'll try and get the heading. Alright, so I use this one, but if you have the square protector, do that, yeah? Okay, so Chipping Ongar... Sorry, I have no room. Sorry, I have no room to move you.
What can I say? I'm a big guy.
Right, over here. 160 heading there, but right. Okay, still at Ongar. I don't want to pass it too far. Oh yeah, Ongar's here. About 160 now. The wind is coming from about 200, yeah?
Yep.
So 165 maybe, yeah, not even, yeah. 165 is not very strong, the wind, yeah, about roughly 165. The wind is coming from 200 degrees, speed 90 knots. Yeah, not really, speed I don't think is going to be really affected, so bit of a drift, but I'm still looking at 90 knots, so 6 miles, 90 knots, I'm looking at about 4 minutes. I'll give you one of these when we get back, yeah? So about 4 minutes I'm looking. Let me put these away. Go towards the middle of Ongar, take the heading and see if that works. Still 1500 feet.
The heading has been corrected for wind, flight time has been calculated, Let's go.
So yeah, we're still visual with the traffic. They're heading away from us.
Turn right,
So yeah, I mean I can see Brentwood here. Right, that's Brentwood, but I mean I'll head towards it anyway and see if the time works. But roughly, I mean the heading seems to work pretty well. And it's not going to be as exact as you're planning it on the ground, but it can be done, yeah? And obviously the point is, I'm flying the plane and doing the diversion at the same time. For the first one, I will hold over Brentwood as you do the diversion, but for the ones after, I'll expect you to do both. Also, bear in mind, this was a happy one because we didn't have to transit any airspace or anything. Occasionally, you may have to think about, right, can you draw a straight line? Are you going through any danger areas or any restricted areas? Or cross the control airspace, in which case you require clearance, so make sure you check these things.
Turn left heading to 8 0 degree.
Right. Are you happy that that's Brentwood?
Yep.
Seems easy enough, right? Wrong. To a student pilot like me, at the time, this might as well be rocket science.
I've got a square protractor, but it's not ideal when you're drawing short lines.
Yeah, I know. Go on, use this one for now, but bear in mind you're going to have to work with what you've got normally.
Yep.
So I'm just going to circle around Brentwood here.
Roger.
And when you're ready, I want you to plan a diversion to South Wooden Ferris, please.
Talk about chucking me in the deep end. I didn't know what that was. I'd never even heard of that place until just then. But I never back out of a challenge.
Oh, I happen to have just spotted it.
Eat that, Sabina, in the most respectful way possible.
What do you need?
That's what I'll make use of what I've got. Right, half mil.
Half mil, good.
Okay, I called at about 11 miles.
Okay. Alright, so, when you're ready, I suggest you hold over Brentwood until you get the clearance. Yeah?
Hold over.
Over Brentwood until you get the clearance.
Okay, you still have control though.
Sorry?
You still have control.
No, you tell me when you want to take control. You tell me when you want to take control.
Ever? Is that an option?
Turn right heading 205.
Yeah, I want to fly. Can I fly the whole thing?
Service at transit
Do I?
2 euro there.
Yes.
Over.
No. Forget flying an airplane. At this point, I would have probably struggled to even tell you my name. I never back out of a challenge. Well, some things change, okay?
Okay, so that's South Wooden Ferris there.
Papa Victor, contact South End Tower 127.730. 127.730.
And in fact, what I will do is I will request further transit to Gateway Port, which will be your next diversion point. And South Africa Golf, Tango Alpha, request 2 orbits over South Wooden Ferris followed by transit over to Gateway Port, please, if possible.
Golf Tango Alpha, Roger, orbits approved, and you're cleared to route then South Wooden Ferris Gateway Port VFR not above 2,400 feet.
Orbit approved and then cleared to transit from South Wooden Ferris to Gateway Port, VFR not above 2,400 feet, Golf Tango Alpha. Golf Tango Alpha, orbit complete, will be routing to Gateway Port followed by Billericay.
Okay, imagination again, Gateway Port over there. All the obstacles and...
Yeah, that's the Gateway Port. It's a nice... And it's one of the VRPs for Southend, which is really useful to get a visual on it, what it looks like.
Which makes that Basildon.
Good imagination there. Very good.
A few positive location fixes in a row. And you know what? I'm starting to think maybe I am made for this after all. I'm getting confident. Sounded pretty smart, innit?
Alright, so we've just gone over Basildon, so that should be Billericay up ahead. Time-wise, around about.
This one? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Relation to Hunnenfield, also the road cutting across. The
Very
timing.
good. Very good.
I didn't imagine this time.
I'm glad you didn't.
I won't lie, I kind of surprised myself. So we're flying along, and as if I wasn't sufficiently challenged, Sabina decides to set the frequency 121.5 on the radio, which is a frequency used for emergencies. It's well and good flying around when you know where you're going, what you're doing, but what happens if you get lost?
The call will be, and bear in mind, they are there probably half asleep because there's nothing happening. So we will do a practice span call requesting position fix.
Okay.
So the call will be London Centre, practice span, practice span, practice span, Golf, Papa, Tango, Tango, Alpha, requesting position fix. And then they will say either, oh, practice span acknowledged, or can you give more information, pass you information, something along the lines.
Sorry, 1 second. Should we stay around here?
No,
Or...
keep going.
Okay,
because
cool.
we're lost.
All right.
We're requesting position fix.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can go towards Airfield or whatever, or just keep around here, but don't go anywhere else. Yeah. So let's go towards Chelmsford actually. Why not? So anyway, this is in case you genuinely get.
Well, that's the end of that. I tell you what, whenever I'm flying and filming my lessons or filming my flight, it's almost guaranteed something will go wrong. Either the camera dies or the sound doesn't record. Still, one of the best pieces of advice I would give to a student pilot is to film your lessons if you can. Why? Well, that way you get to relive it as many times as you need to get the most out of it. You can really juice it for all it's worth. And that's exactly why I want to thank Sabina for allowing me to film my flying lessons and allowing me to post them. Watching these back nearly 2 years later, I'm reminded of things I've long forgotten.
Imagine something happened to you, you fainted because it's an emergency. Then, I don't know.
It's more likely you'll faint if it is an emergency. Don't get me wrong. In case of emergency, it is my control.
Failure is inextricable from success because the path to success is paved with failure. Until next time, my name is Dee, and this is Future Pilot 901, reminding you to live your dreams.